Where the niggas at who paying bills? Cause I'm not doing this shit no more. Like, I'm done. Women out here living good, nigga paying their bills. Like, where are they? Cause I'm not doing this no more. The car insurance going up. I'm paying rent. Where the niggas who spend money, who pay all the bills?
So unfortunately for this woman, finding a man who's going to pay all your bills without you having to do anything is very unlikely. But guys, it seems like women are struggling to find a good man, and today I have some of the best clips.
I don't know about you ladies, but I am so sick of the dating apps, and I just really want to find my husband in person this year. So welcome to the first episode of Finding My Husband in Home Depot. Typically I wait for a guy to approach me, but I think we're gonna increase our chances of having some conversations organically if I ask at least one man every single time I go to Home Depot a question. Now that I'm a homeowner, I feel like I have a lot of questions, and these men maybe can give me some answers. Let's go. Okay, we're about to hit Fleming. I feel like we're gonna find a cute guy over here. Should get this gardening hat. I haven't seen any cute guys yet. There was one, I was like, okay, he's cute, but I think he's married. I saw a ring. I'm just gonna awkwardly stand around the flooring since I need to do flooring, and just see if someone approaches me. Pretty much all the men here right now are like in their 50s, so maybe I need to come back in the morning. I don't know.
It is honestly crazy that we've gotten to a point where women are now going to Home Depot during the day, not expecting to buy anything, just to look for a husband.
I am tired of the amount of gaslighting us single people have to go through. Because let's be honest, a lot of the things that our friends in relationships can get for free, we have to pay for. And there's no amount of self-love or therapy that can kind of circumvent the frustration that being single is very expensive. Because if, an example, I am sick, I don't have anyone who can cook for me. My friend can ask her boyfriend to cook for her. I have to DoorDash something. If I need help moving something in my house, I need to go find someone and pay that person to come over and move it. Well, my friend can just ask her partner. And all those things just add up. If you lose your job, you have someone who can help you with rent. If you are having like financial trouble or health trouble, you now need to like disclose that to your family or friends, which might be embarrassing, or you can tell your one husband or your wife to help you through that. It is so frustrating to have to go through so many things alone and make these really big decisions, hard decisions completely by myself. I have my friends, I have my family, I love them, I can lean on them, but maybe I don't want to tell them all about my finances. Maybe I don't want to have to over-explain my entire health condition to them. Maybe I just need someone to help me with a real quick task that I don't want to have to pay someone or wait for someone to drive across town to come help me.
I'm honestly not too sure why she's complaining. After all, she can look for a relationship if she wants, and I guess eventually she will get all of the perks that she is talking about.
Don't get me wrong, I love being single and I love living alone. It's great, it's fantastic, but fuck, it's expensive. I just spent $600 on brakes on my car, just on the front part of the car, because I couldn't afford all 4 brakes and axles and rotors and whatever the fuck. And then now I just paid my car payment, which is $500, so I just blew $1,100 in like 3 hours, and it wasn't even like fun, you know? Fuck. Sorry, it's just so overwhelming. Like, you work and 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 you work, and it's just to pay off like your basic necessities. And you can't, like, in this city that I live in, public transport, please. If I were to do public transport, it's like asking to get rate, and I really shouldn't be crying because now I have to go to another work event, and now I'm gonna be all puffy. Living is so expensive. Just keeping yourself alive and floating is so expensive. Inflation sucks. Just living in America sucks. Living alone sucks. It's great, but it sucks. Because you have to front all the expenses by yourself. I need a husband just so that I can live. So we can split the bills.
So I mean, this is just one of the things that you pay for being single and not trying to look for a man. Like she said in the beginning, she does love being single and living alone. And obviously on some things it is going to be more expensive, but going back to the whole car repair, even if you did have a man, I'm not sure, are you expecting him to pay for your entire car repair?
Whatever happened to men going up to women? Whatever happened to it? We want that. Bring that back. Can we bring that back? Can we start a movement to just like approach the person that you think is cute? Because that's what's lacking nowadays. Okay, people are missing opportunities from left to right. You could have met your soulmate. Okay, that could have been your soulmate right there, but instead you're like, yeah, I'm good.
So I think one of the major things holding people back from going and approaching nowadays is not only the fact that it might be a little bit scary for some people, but also hearing about people having horrible rejections when they do so.
I always get asked if I want children, and the short answer is maybe. The long answer is I will not be having kids with a man unless he could check off these boxes for me. For starters, the man will absolutely have to be my husband. I would never give a man a baby without the biggest rock on my finger. The second box would be a push present is a non-negotiable for me. I want either a car or house. It's a non-negotiable. Also, assuming the man I will be with would be tatted, so he would have to get a tattoo of my face on his stomach because it's a body for a body. My body's gonna change forever, so should his. The third box would be that I need a house cleaner, and then the fourth box would be that I need a full-time nanny. I already know who the nanny would be. It would be a family member, but I want that family member to be very well compensated for their time and energy. So yeah, remember before you type some nasty shit that these are my requirements, right? You don't have to have any requirements. If you just want to have a baby for the free, or if you just want to be a man that wants to give a woman a baby and you want to do nothing else but spread your seed and have nothing else to offer the woman, then, you know, live your life. This is my life, and I will not be changing and sacrificing my whole entire life without these boxes being checked off.
So sadly for this woman, if these are her requirements, then she is probably not going to have a kid in her lifetime. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be married first before having children, but the fact that you're emphasizing the diamond ring in specific so much is a signal that you're very materialistic.
So let me get this straight. A man can't text you guys, what are you doing, because you got $2,000-$3,000 worth of monthly bills? I don't think you're really out here looking for like a real man, like an alpha man, a king, somebody who can teach you, guide you, lead you, somebody that you can actually build a foundation with, you know, get some genuine chemistry going. Y'all not looking for that. Y'all are out here looking for somebody to help you. Y'all are out here looking for a sponsor, somebody to sponsor your lifestyle. Because I'm trying to understand, when did it become a man's responsibility to even give you anything during the dating phase? A man is not responsible for your monthly bills in the dating phase. You're not his woman. And what makes you think that a man does not have his own bills? His own responsibilities. That is why a lot of you ladies cannot enjoy the dating phase, because you are out here dating for all the wrong reasons. When you are dating somebody, it should really only be about just seeing if you and this person got a connection. Can we build together? Are we on the same page? Do we got the same beliefs, the same values? Something along those lines. But y'all get so frustrated. Well, he keep texting me what you doing, and he ain't asking me how much is my rent and my car note. That's not his problem. A real man is not getting ready to lead with his money. Only an insecure man lead with his money. There is some man that will give you money in the first couple of months, but that's a man that don't know himself. A man that knows himself, he's going to find out a turnoff that you're even asking him for money. Allow that man to give you that good gesture. A man that is genuinely interested in you, he's going to see any type of weight that he can lift off of you, so you wouldn't have to ask to begin with. But if you ladies are out here drowning in your own monthly bills like that, to the point where you frustrated and can't date somebody for the genuine reasons, then you shouldn't be dating. You need to go worry about your bills, get them situated, and then come back to the dating field, because your bills is nobody else's responsibility but your own. As long as a man is respecting you, making time for you, and he's showing you that he is consistently interested, that is all you should be asking for in the dating phase. Y'all gotta stop this. Y'all begging way too much. That's dry begging. That's what that is.
This woman is 100% right, and I believe a lot of this should be common sense, but unfortunately nowadays it doesn't seem so. If the only thing you're looking for in a relationship is to get your bills paid, then you really need to reevaluate your life.
So he knows I'm going to lunch. He knows you're going to lunch. He knows my vibe. He knows how I like to move, and he only sent $30. I'm not gonna bend over backward for a man that is just sending whatever he can. But if I'm talking to him, next time I'm out and he says, oh, you need something for lunch, I'm gonna tell him, it's okay, somebody already sent me $100.
Okay. If we're being completely honest, right here, right now, we've all eaten lunch for $30.
Yes.
Let's start
100%.
Wait, little cafe spot, baby.
I'm getting lunch for $17. I'm gonna snap us and get something popping, but
We're not saying that we're ungrateful.
Right.
Food is food on the table. However, you know what the standard is.
Correct.
Me in that situation, handling it with grace. Thank you so much, baby. I'm so appreciative. I'm gonna still take a picture of that bill and I'm gonna send it to him. Thank you for the 30. That was the tip.
Also, men, if you know that you cannot give $30 or if it's hard for you to give, then you need to date within
Don't date.
You
not
can
date.
No, you can.
Do not date.
But date with the woman that number
not
one
date.
does not have that expectation, or number two, it's in that range.
I mean, I think it's great that these women went on a podcast in order to, you know, explain their feelings and their thought processes towards finances, because now they give every man who dates them a reason to leave them.
Where the niggas at who paying bills? Cause I'm not doing this shit no more. Like I'm done. I'm so fucking done. Now I see why these women out here like living good. What a nigga paying their bills? Like, where are they? Because I'm not doing this no more. Like, the car insurance going up, I'm paying rent, I gotta buy food, I gotta take care of everything. I'm not doing this anymore. Now I see why people stay in relationships and they're miserable. At least the bills paid. I'm not doing this no more. Where the niggas who spend money, who pay all the bills, where they at?
Winter has arrived for so many women, and this is why you see an uptick in dating content and women talking about how the dating pool has piss in it, because they're in an economic bind. The economy is getting worse for so many women, and the bills still keep coming in, and they're just like, man, I need a man, I need some help. But you notice they're not saying I need a man for anything that a man would want, like in a woman, or in other words, for anything that a man would provide that he would enjoy. They are desperate for men because they need economic help. But what's so funny is that what makes women think like this? What makes them think that all a man is doing is waiting to be the helper, waiting to be Captain Saba, you know what I mean, Captain Saba 304, or Captain Saba woman, it doesn't have to be a 304. Why do you think men are just waiting around to come save a woman? And how are you going to get in relationship with a man? That's going to determine if a man is going to be helping you or not, isn't it? So it seems to me that instead of women coming on here panhandling and complaining, why don't you make yourself a more desirable woman so that a man picks you and then he will help you?
I completely agree with this man here, and at the end of the day, if you're just going on Instagram and begging for a man to pay for your bills, that is probably the biggest turnoff that you can give for him.
Bring back the men who used to walk up fire escapes for women. Bring back the men who used to stand outside a girl's window with the boombox, singing love songs to her.
And can we please bring back the men that are on bended knee outside singing in your window?
Can we please bring back men offering to buy you a drink at a bar? Like, as a grown man, why are you sitting here talking to me for 5-6 minutes and you have not said, like, oh, hey, what are you drinking?
We need to bring back men who simp and men who yearn. Like, my dad, every time I'm home, my dad is the OG simp and yearner for my mother, and honestly for his daughters. He does everything for us.
What happened to the men that used to love to send flowers just because? Take you out on a date, or matter of fact, call you and be like, get ready now, I'm gonna give you like an hour.
Bring back the men who will not allow rejection to keep them from the woman of their dreams. Bring back the men who will see a beautiful woman sitting at the bar by herself and then go over there and talk to her or send a drink over to her.
So unfortunately for these women, a big part of why this isn't happening today as much as it used to is a lot due to social media, and not only being able to see rejections, but also having the fear of, you know, possibly getting blasted on social media for absolutely no reason.
So I came across this. She says, if you can't afford a woman's lifestyle to date within your budget, stop shaming women for wanting what you can't provide. And you can't provide it for you either. See, that's the irony of the gaslighting. You don't got the money to get what you want. So you're looking for a man to give you your unreasonable requests and demands. Nobody can afford a woman in America. You know why? You guys are insatiable. You want everything. If you get this car, you're thinking about the next one. If you get a nice house, you're thinking about a bigger one. Nothing will ever be enough because you're not happy and satisfied on the inside. There is a hole in your heart that you're trying to fill with things, and that will never work. And that is the core problem in dating. And I will also say, I've been around the world, 92 countries I've traveled to. And the most beautiful women in the world, you would never see them saying this. It is always average looking women, and there's nothing wrong with being average. Average women get married every day. I'm an average looking guy. But the most beautiful women never have this attitude. And you know what happens because they're humble, sweet, nice, and kind? They tend to get more, so they never have to make a video like this. Guys, they're broke. The women who are making these videos are broke. They cannot afford their lifestyle. And you will go broke trying to give them what they need to fill that big hole inside of their heart. Bars.
So like this man said, if you're out here making comments like these, basically begging for attention and money, then obviously it's probably not going to head your way. It's going to be much more likely that a man will do things like this for you if you're not begging and asking for it.
2024, can we stop asking men to take care of us and pay our bills immediately as soon as we meet them? As if they're obligated to financially make sure we're secure fresh out the gate. I will never understand this. I hear the craziest stories from men, how they'll go on a first date with a woman or their first conversation with a woman, and immediately she's making it a requirement and a standard to pay their bills and fly them out and take them shopping and drip them in designer and take care of their 3 kids. It's not even theirs, and this is the standard if you want to get to know me, let alone date me. That's insane to me.
That's because society has trained men to be the perfect accommodation to women, but failed to train women to be the perfect accommodation to men. So it's only natural that those women will develop this sense of entitlement, especially when drug dealers, scammers, athletes, or celebrities are so easy to find on Instagram. And those men will accept those standards and play right into the hands of female nature. It's not the women, it's the culture and the environment that allows this behavior.
It is kind of shocking to see how expectations have changed for some people over the years. And honestly, if your partner is demanding things from you and you barely even know each other, then you probably should just move on. But guys, don't miss this last clip.
Maybe that black woman would have spoke to you if you paid for her groceries. Instead of a hi, if you said a, hey, can I cover your groceries? I think you're a really beautiful woman and I'd like to make your day better. Living in late stage capitalism, things are expensive. And black women are tired of being tired. We're tired of having to put on a smile on our faces and take care of everyone while no one takes care of us. So maybe, just maybe, if you would have just offered her something, if you would have said, let me cover half. Do you need any help? Or if you would have just left her alone or just simply walked up to her and asked her for her name, something like that, but offered something, you might have gotten a smile.
So obviously the economy is tough for everybody right now, but I believe, buying love and paying for somebody's groceries is not the right way to go about it if you're trying to find a partner, because in the end, that's going to attract the wrong person. But guys, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, comment what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.